Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate you taking out the time and watching it and listening to what I have to say. I feel like this is a kind of tricky subject to talk about. I'm just going to share my experience, my feelings, my thoughts on this journey of mine, how I came about biblical womanhood, motherhood, homemaking. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. My name is Hailey. I'm a mom of 4. It's kind of hard to say that now because in the past I would say I'm a mom of 3. Now I'm a mom of 4. I make videos all about homeschooling and day in the life. And I kind of want to talk about biblical motherhood, womanhood, homemaking, all that subjects, topics, videos. I want to start making more videos about that and just my journey and just sharing with you, hopefully to encourage you and give you a little bit of, inspiration. If you don't get anything out of this video, that is fine. The only thing I want you to get out of it is that Jesus loves you and he wants you to share his love with others, and that's what I'm trying to do. I feel like my journey as a woman and a mother has slowly been uncovering that, just sharing his love. I got my notes down in here. It's all rambled. Sorry if it's not going to make sense and it's kind of all over the place. Biblical homemaking, my backstory about homemaking or as a homemaker in general. I am currently 26. I kind of really been a homemaker all my 20s. I did have my kids young. They're 3 years apart, and I enjoy being a homemaker. I enjoy being home. That is really what I love to do, and I'm very thankful. My husband has jobs that can support us and support me to stay home and homeschool my kids. Really, I want to say that I am not perfect on this biblical journey, the Christian woman journey. My heart wasn't anywhere near good until the past couple of years. I really find, me personally, I don't know if anybody around me notices, I hope they do, but 2 verses that have inspired me to become more of a biblical homemaker, wife, mother. I'm just gonna say homemaker. I don't want to say wife or mother because I want to grow in all those areas. It's Titus chapter 2 verse 3 through 5. I'm just gonna read it, but then I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can read it as well with me. Titus chapter 2 verse 3 through 5. Likewise, teach the older women to be reverent in the way they live, not to be slanderers or addicted to much wine, but to teach what is good. Then they can urge the younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, and to be subject to their husbands, so that no one will be malign to the word of God. So really what that is saying to me is that training younger women is an important part of the responsibility of spiritually mature women. The next verse that really spoke out to me was Proverbs 31. You all know this one. It's a good one. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is long, but I'm just going to read a couple of verses that actually stuck out to me. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So those 2 verses are like my backbone to homemaking and motherhood and womanhood, I should say. So let's jump in to how to be a better biblical homemaker. My notes are all over on my paper. They're like scattered in chunks, how I written them. So let's practice prayer. Praying over our kids, our husband, our home. If we practice being consistent, we can improve daily. Now, you can start by 5 minutes in the morning when you're waking and praying over your husband before he goes to work, even if it's silently to yourself. Or 5 minutes at night, praying over your children when they go to bed. Simple little prayers like that, and being consistent, and you can improve. Don't be afraid to look up in the Bible or something, a strategy to help you to pray more, or getting some little prayer cards to read over in the morning or at night or during the day. Just something to help you be a little bit more consistent and improving your prayer life. So number 2, how we can be better biblical homemakers is simply getting yourself dressed in the morning. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. My work is in the home, so I'm kind of like used to the sweatpants, leggings, just chilling around the house, getting comfortable to homeschool. But getting yourself dressed will help you have a different mindset and feel confident about yourself and tackling what the Lord is about to put on you for the day. Let us learn to be more feminine. This is my journey. This is what it means to me. I'm wearing less makeup. I have no makeup on right now. I have a necklace I have on. I have small little hoops, nothing too flashy, I just have my little watch, my ring. I just want to feel confident in myself, but not just be all flashy out there, if that makes sense. I do have a dress on. I do wear a lot of dresses lately. I'm starting to love dresses. Like I said, you don't have to wear long dresses or skirts to feel feminine, but in my journey, dresses was not in my wardrobe at all, but I find little dresses help myself feel more feminine. Learning that it's not about what you wear or what's the worth of what you wear, it's how you present yourself to others, how others see you. Are you smiling? Are you being nice to them? People's not gonna remember how much your dress costs, your shoes cost when you're going out. It's all about how you're presenting yourself to others. Are you smiling at them? Are you being kind to them? That's what really matters. So I'm kind of branching off a little bit about getting dressed whenever you wake up. I'm gonna read this verse, Proverbs chapter 31 verse 15. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. So let's get up, rise up early, get ourselves dressed for the day. Let's prep our life before our kids get up, before our family gets up. We need to gain our fruit from the Lord before sharing it with our family, if that makes sense. Now we need to prep and scheduling. Scheduling is going to be our next tip. This is something I am learning to do. So once we praised and prayed to the Lord and we got ourselves up before our family and got dressed, let's plan out our day and schedule it. We are not in control of our day, the Lord is. So let's just plan our day loosely. Write down a to-do list if you have some things to do around the house, or if you have to go run errands. Figure out what are you cooking for supper. Take out the meat and prep maybe before your kids get up. Put it in the crock pot. Take out your ingredients you need. Do you need to go shopping? Do you need to go pay bills? Do you need to go self-care or to the doctor? We need to start getting a little daily routine in our lives. Let's not slack off. Let's just be more prepared, get our house in order. The fourth thing is how we can improve our homemaking is cleaning. Let's schedule our cleaning days. This is one area that I learned how to be a better woman, better wife for my husband is cleaning the house. Years ago, I would leave clothes on the sofa that was dried and just leave it there for maybe a day or two, and the kids' toys would be out. Now, I'm not saying it has to be like spotless, but I learned what pleases my husband. I learned how to take care of my home better. I trained my kids how to take care of their stuff, and that is sort of a big thing for me because, once again, in this area, I feel like I improved. I don't know if people around me can see that, or my husband can see that. I hope he does. But cleaning the house and keeping it organized and neat was one thing that I had to improve. We need to learn more biblical wisdom, how to improve yourself, to improve everything around you. It starts with yourself, and then little improvements can make a difference. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 1 says, "The wise woman builds her home, but with her own hands the foolish one tears her down." She continues to build her home, making her entire household thrive, because she has learned that wisdom brings the happiness and prosperity she desires for her family. The wise woman cares for her home, causing it to flourish and become a haven to those who live there. She builds her home by making wise choices in her relationships with her husband and children. Let us learn to rebuke the spirit of laziness. Let's stop being lazy. I hate whenever I'm just scrolling on my phone and I am just sitting down being lazy. I can improve areas in my home. I can improve relationships with my husband and my children. I can spend more time with them, learn different things, and let's just stop being lazy. Lastly, I want to talk about why we are bad homemakers. One, we wasn't modeled to be homemakers. We wasn't learned like the tasks of the home, or you wasn't learned the biblical way. That was me. I'm kind of learning it myself, and I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to learn and hopefully just sharing and inspiring you. Two, you might not be taking it seriously. Years ago, I would just sweep and mop and wipe the counter and say, oh, the house is clean. No, let's vacuum more, let's dust more, let's clean the bathrooms and fold the towels, the hand towels. Let's add some hand soap that might smell good, or let's add flowers around the house. Let's take it seriously. Let's be a place of enjoyment for your whole family, to just want to be home and just feel the love. So the third thing, you might don't try to improve it. You don't want to take that extra step and dusting 2 times a week, or you just don't want to write the to-do list. You don't want to get yourself dressed up. You just don't want to improve. The fourth and last thing, we don't admit it's hard. I admit it's hard. I do have a newborn and a toddler who needs extra attention, and I have 2 that's homeschooling, and it can be hard trying to find a routine, a cleaning routine, or not wanting to get myself dressed and ready for the day. So I do admit it's hard. My husband is learning that for me, and I don't want to sound like the nagging wife saying it's hard, I can't do this and this and this, but that little improvement daily, being consistent, is really changing and helping. Being an early riser, I pray this video gets you to grow closer to God, and it urges you to become a better homemaker for yourself, for your family, and to learn to serve the Lord. And you just see His love all around you, and that you know that He loves you. This is a long video. I know it is kind of all over the place, and I talked about it a lot, but I do hope I inspired you in some way. Go ahead and like this video, or comment down below a way I inspired you, or if you got anything out this video. I do want to branch off on some topics and make topics about like modesty or feminine, or how to be a better wife, a better mother, more homemaking. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope I inspired you. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below. See you later.